So during the product announcement, they did say that we were getting new starter deck product, and this has caused, I guess, some kind of discussion, amongst the peoples. So we're gonna kind of take a look at it. First off, let's kind of introduce the product. This is basically two products that are being released in April in Japan, and we are getting them in English because English did post something about it. They are pretty much Stride deck set pricing. So 6,050 yen will basically be Stride deck sets in English, the price of that. And they do come with sleeves, a play sheet, an energy counter, which is pretty good. And then a fighter's coin. So all of that, plus you get the deck itself. You also get a triple RPR pack, and then a short storage box. So a storage box. So you get all that for 60.50. And this is pretty much what you also get in Stride deck sets. I guess they haven't shown if there's like a premium version of this, but I don't think so. It'll just be a deck. And to be fair, they did show the contents of the deck already, and it's not bad. So first off, we have the Leonorn one, and this is giving us 4 Vivaces. Most of this is pretty good, right? We are getting both of the PRs that the deck needs, and you might not have. You are also getting a lot of new support. This is pretty much a completed deck. I guess this dragon might not be run. And then the only thing you're going to need to change is probably the trigger lineup, because we are getting just normal draws and fronts. We are getting a new Regulus piece. And this Regulus piece will be different from the one that the Ignis one is getting. So that's kind of weird and interesting. Also, when this comes out, it will be near the same time as the Set 8 release in Japan, and that will also have support for Leonorn. So you might just have to buy that support and take out the cards you don't need here, and then you're good to go. So that is the Leonorn list. I think overall, like, the cards in it is pretty good. If you buy this Leonorn deck, you can probably just bring it to a locals and play with it, and you should be fine. The Ignis deck is, you get 4 Ignises, which is crazy. And then you have like the Impulsors, you get the Rockagores. I guess this deck is like not as good as the Leonorn one in terms of its contents, because you do have a few more cards that you probably want to replace. And we're not getting 4 of the Draco Kid, which is interesting. But like the Impulsors is the PR for Ignis. Well, not for Ignis, for Jejuled, that we are getting reprinted. We don't really run that though, I guess. And then we also don't have the Nocturoso, which is probably a pretty pricey card. But apart from that, the rest, it's definitely playable. You can definitely bring it to a tournament and you can play with it. And again, we get a new support, and it's just probably going to get better from there, right? Again, the trigger lineup is kind of jank, having just draws and like vanilla fronts. These things are like literally unplayable. They're just straight upgrades from them. For them, unless you're running more than 4. So it's kind of annoying to see these, but hey, it's starter deck product. It's similar to Stride decks, right? Even though a Stride deck set is playable out the box, you do want to change several of the contents in it. The good thing is we are getting the Elemental Sanctitude, and we're getting different ones. So based on the one that you're missing, you can kind of buy these and you're good to go. The other one just gets the normal one, and because you're running grade 4 in Ignis, you can't run this one, you have to run the other one. We're also getting the energy marker, or the generator, the energy generator. So that's a plus. That's a low bar, right? Like, if you're not getting an energy generator by this time, then I don't know what you're doing. Now, I think they also showed off the product. So yeah, this is the short story, which is actually pretty good looking, and you also get the sleeves. Now, I think overall this product is pretty good. Like, just looking at these 2 products themselves, regardless of which one you buy, you're pretty much good to go. And then, you know, more support coming out Set 8 that you can just plug in and make it stronger. That's very nice. It's probably, like, right now, it really depends on what the Regulus piece is. Like, just looking at this, I'm looking at this and going, this is probably like an 8 out of 10 product or something like that. The good thing is, yeah, new people can get into it and just play, and it'll be great. They'll have a good starting off point. It won't be like a really bad old Yu-Gi-Oh! Trial deck that is totally unplayable. But I guess the price point is kind of strange, because you still have to tell your friend, hey, you want to play this game? Well, here's the buy-in. It's a bit pricey. You get a pretty good deck from it. You do still need to upgrade it. So I personally like the price point for the Virgula starter decks instead, which are like cheap. Personally, like, I don't even mind if you do need to buy 2 start decks to combine to make a proper deck. That's what the One Piece ones are like right now, where you have to buy 2 of them to make a full complete deck. But then that gives you the option of buying 1, and I'll tell you why that is very important. Because when you're starting off, you don't necessarily need a super competitive starter deck to just start off. You just need to play, and if you like it, then you can just buy another one and then just combine it, and you have like a way better experience. It's not like, also with the One Piece ones, you do need to buy more cards after it to make it actually fully completable, which I think a lot of starter decks do anyway. There's not really a deck where you can straight up just buy the deck itself and it becomes instantly tournament, like, competitive playable. I know the closest would be the Charizard League battle decks that just recently came out, but it is missing still cards from it. And sure, Pokemon cards are easy, like, cheap to buy, but it's still missing cards, and we can't really compare with Pokemon because they're in that state where their entire supply and demand system is totally different from every other game out there. The real thing for me is going to come down to this. What are these new Regulus pieces? Are these Regulus pieces really generically vanilla broken that will force every single player in the game to have to buy at least 1 product in order to get them? Because if that is the case, then it's going to be really annoying, right? Again, with the Virgula start deck, it did come with a very strong Union the Sky Regulus piece that, you know, everyone should get, but it was a very cheap buy-in price. So that's why I'm also saying, like, if you needed to buy 2 product to combine to make 1 complete one, I like that better, because if I had no interest in the Virgula cards, which is me, then I only still need to buy 1 trial deck, and then I have the card that I need in it. Now, some people are saying these Regulus pieces would just be deck specific. That's their speculation, but even so, like, for example, if I already have an Ignis deck, and I already have a Leonore deck, and I need to buy this Regulus piece to make it complete again, even though I have all the cards inside it, that is going to make me feel bad, right? Because I need to pay straight deck set price to get that 1 Regulus piece is going to make my deck better. So, personally, I feel like it's cool that the deck itself is complete, but the pricing can be changed a little to make it more better for the players. Now, the other thing that this set is coming with is probably this character triple R PR pack that we have no idea what it is. There's 1 card in it, and there's like three versions of the card. So there's probably going to be some insane hit in that, but still, like, is it really you're paying a straight deck set price for that, yeah? And you're banking on the character PR pack to make it? I don't know. I feel like it could be bad. I think another annoying thing is that you'll have people who already have a Leonore deck. They'll buy this, take out the Regulus piece, and sell the rest. Maybe they'll throw in, like, you know, extra broccoli or something like that, which can be better. But again, then it has that same issue where, oh, you know, a bunch of people have Leonore decks, they're missing the Regulus piece. So I'm not a huge fan of it. I personally prefer if there was, like, more Regulus pieces out there, because they separated the set into two pieces. Like, you need to buy 2 to complete 1, a full deck kind of thing, because then it does give you just more options on how to, like, buy the product itself. The pricing really won't change, because you're just gonna halve the price, right? You're just gonna halve the price. So that's just my thoughts. A lot of people have been saying this deck is missing, you know, energy cyclers, Nocturosos, things like that, or like the dragons. And I'll just throw this out. I think I have to say this every time they release starter deck product or like reprint product, in that they're not going to just tank the price of a specific card through just 1 reprint. They did it before. They had so much backlash from that. Stores stopped supplying the product and doing singles for it. So they're not going to do that. They will reprint stuff in a way that will not hurt the singles that much. So that's why there's like a billion reprints of Eureka, and the Eureka price is, like, finally getting lower than it was initially. So yeah, that's just how it is. That's just how it is. If you kill off your single scene, right, especially in Japan, your product is just gonna die. So that's why I'm not surprised they're not reprinting any energy cyclers or anything like that. If they do reprint energy cyclers, they'll do it in a way that is like one per box, maybe, or one per like 3 boxes, something like it. It'll be in very low numbers, very similar to how all the other reprints were done. So that's just it. I'll just throw that out there, and that's that. But personally, I think, yeah, this is a good product. The only skeptical thing I am is about this Regulus piece. I do understand they like to provide storage boxes, sleeves, and all that, but to be fair, the only thing that out of everything there that I probably like is the storage box. The sleeves in the past have been kind of, you know, I guess iffy, and that's just kind of my thoughts on it. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of the product. I think it's great, apart from this thing. And yeah, I'll see you all next time. Bye.